Hello and welcome to another edition of BaccaratNation and Beyond. I am Craig and we are going to be delving into what I've been doing lately. So, those in the Facebook group know that I have been working with some roulette, and I'm going to share with you guys what I have been doing. I'm going to first give a shout out to Casino Matchmaker, which is where I got this from. I will leave a link to his site down in the description below. Let's get through this. I'm not going to show all the gameplay because, frankly, it's a long session. We're going to be looking at, I usually average about 65 spins. So, this video would be horrendously long. But I want to get through the basics of it. And, right off the bat, like in the pick, we're looking at having a 99.82% win chance here. That's really high. In fact, it actually goes higher than that. I'm not the greatest with math, so I got to rely on others for these answers. But this is a starting point of 99.82%, and it gets so minuscule, the chance of losing, it's ridiculous. But there's always a chance, because even with this system and how I'm going to be showing you today, you have at least a 1 in 555 probability or greater to lose. So out of over 555 times, your probability of losing is 1. So we're talking minuscule chances, but we never know where that one chance is going to pop up at. And we're dealing with probabilities, so you could have more than one. We're talking about the long scheme of things, of how things balance out. But anyways, the whole point of that is the chances of losing are really, really small. So that's why I kind of like this. And we will be dealing with Fibonacci betting to accomplish this. And we are focusing on roulette. And why are we focusing on roulette? Because with what I'm going to show you, it works the best. Because we will be playing the dozens and the columns, which offer a 2-to-1 payout, which works really nice because in the sequence, you only need to win once. Once is very good. And we are going to have, well, let me show you. Okay, here, first off, you need to find I think this would work best at an RNG, which is basically what I've been playing with, or a brick and mortar. I've tried to play this online, and it's just too fast, because we're going to be keeping 2 separate calculations as we play along. And to keep my calculations straight and get the bets out in the limited amount of time they allow, it's just going to be disastrous. So either RNG or play it live in a casino, because I know you get a lot more time in a casino to place your bets. So that said, this is the Fibonacci sequence we'll be using, and it is played, like I said, on all the 2-to-1 bets. On where I'm playing here on FanDuel, the minimum I can get down to a 10-cent bet and a maximum $5,000. So you want to first thing is you need to be able to have the bankroll to see it through. Second, does the table allow you to place the bets you need to place? And third, probably most importantly, do you have the guts to see it through? The good news is the scary as it seems, the further you get along in the progression, the more money you're going to be making. Now, typically how I've been doing it is I have been waiting for 5 losses to occur on either the dozens or the columns. So I'm taking 5 virtual losses to begin with. So that's the stuff I'm going to be tracking. I'm going to be tracking if it's in the first, second, or third. I call this 1, 2, and 3 for my charting purposes on the columns, and for the dozens, See, that's why we gotta keep things straight. And on the columns, I go A, B, C. That's how I'll track it. And so when a spin comes up, we'll show you how we keep track of things. And as soon as we get 5 losses on either the dozens or the columns, we will begin our bet progression, which normally I am doing 11 progressions. It all depends on how much money you want to risk and what your table limits are. We're switching down to, like I said, the 10-cent bets here. So, like I said, you can go to 11, which would be normal, and you're only risking $23.20. So, you're not risking a whole lot of money here. But yet, like I said, with the win probabilities, I even took a loss already on this and was able to make it back. So, losses do happen. So, be prepared for that. But, yeah, I didn't raise my bet or anything coming back. I just played again and made it back. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, I really like this. I've never been a big roulette person because, the odds are worse for you on roulette, but this seems to work really good with the 2-to-1 wagering. So anyways, that's what, so anyways, point is being after the 5, we got to have 11 chances to win. And, we could take 11 losses. So overall, 16 times in a row, we need to lose or have a loss in order to get wiped out. Which I said, again, even, if the 10-cent bet, you could rack up a couple $100 a month just doing this with little risk. But there's always risk. So, don't gamble with money you can't afford to lose is always the thing. And before we get any further, help out the channel, like, comment, subscribe below. And I really appreciate it. It helps out the channel a lot. And it doesn't cost anything. Unlike these bets. That's right, because unlike a lot of people who play on demo accounts and stuff and won't risk their real money, I normally always risk my money for you guys. So that's why we're dropping the 10-cent bets, because, I always make mistakes when I play. So, but here's normally what I've been doing. I've been doing a dollar-based bet, so I'm going to throw that up here. So if you want to screenshot it, you can see the progression and the numbers. And if I hit the right button here, it should be this one. There we go. That's small. Let me make that a little bigger for you. Okay, here's the progression at dollar bets. It's 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, and a final bet of $89, which would require a total bankroll of $232. If you got more and want to go more, this is the progression you can continue on with. Like I said, I'm going to be going, since I dropped down the 10 cents, I can go the full 14 levels here for $98.60. So less than $100, I get the 14 plus my 5 original virtual bets. So we're looking at 19 losses in a row in order to get wiped out. So it's really not bad. I mean, if you want to get crazy, you could even go down to 18 actual bets for $676. I mean, that's not even bad. And your chances of losing are so minuscule once you get down to there. But it still can happen. Never forget that. But, every game is eventually going to lose. But the whole thing is, can you make more than you lose? But whew, I'd be tempted to go to the 18 myself, because that's not well, I don't want to say that's not a whole lot of money, but considering how much I've bet before in the past, $676 at risk isn't a whole lot for me. Especially when I was risking like $10,000. It's like a drop in the bucket. So I think the risk is not bad at all. Oh, I'm sorry, and that is on the 10-cent one. So the correction, because on the dollar one, we're up to 6,700. So even then, that's less than the 10,000 I would bet before. So, but that is a lot. But even 14, you get for under 1,000. But anyways, that's up to you. You got to decide what you want to risk and what you're comfortable with. So let's get, and also you want to be playing on European roulette 1 green. Now that's going to be the hard part in the brick and mortars. They might have the auto spin one doing the European, but depends on each one of your casinos. That's why I like to do it online, because I do have the European roulette option. Okay, we're starting at a balance of $2.32, which would normally be my dollar base bet amount I need. We are going to be playing at 10 cents. Okay, let's get going again before I get logged out again here. So we're going to need to see some free spins. So it's important that your RNG allows free spins. A lot don't. So, in fact, I only have 2 on here that I could do this with. The other one, it doesn't have a board. So you have to keep track of the numbers yourself. And no, I don't even like that. And why am I putting a bet down? I have no idea. Let's get that off there, because we just need to start taking some free spins.
The winning number is 8 black.
Okay, I do have it on fast spin now until we have a betting opportunity. On my chart, I just put one on the graph paper. I put a R for result. Then I go 1, 2, 3 space ABC, a bet, win, loss, balance. And I'm done. That's how I keep track. And I will just mark an X over what came up. In this case, like I said, I do 1, 2, 3 A, B, C. So I look over here. This is a 1B. So I just go over and I put an X on the 1 and an X on the B. And then I would mark the other boxes with their results of not hitting. So I go a 1, a 1, a 1, and a 1. So everyone's at 1, and again.
The winning number is 28 black.
28 black is a 3C. And I do this just so I can do it faster. Because the more you do it, the easier it gets. Although I still can't do the automated roulette. It's just too fast for me. Oh, I also keep track of the result. And I do that in case I screw up. I can look and see where I screwed up. So 28 is a 3C. So I mark it under the 3 and the C and carry down my numbers, adding up. No bets.
The winning number is 32 red.
32 red. We have what do we have? Did you say 3B? That would be correct. Put X's in 3B and add up your numbers. We're at 2, 3, and 3, 1. That was on 32. Kind of a tedious process, but, with the probability chances that I'm going to be winning, I don't mind it. I mean, what else am I going to do?
Another one. Number is 30 red.
30 black is what? A 3A. And we are looking for either the dozens or the columns to not hit 5 times in a row.
The winning number is 4 black.
4 black is a 1C. Okay, on the columns, on the dozens, the second dozen gives us a first betting opportunity. So we go 1 unit on the second dozen. At this point, it's all personal preference. I'll take it off quick spin because, especially on the dozens, I like to see what's happening here. Okay, we need a number from 13 to 24 to come up.
The winning number is 31 black.
31 black is a 3C. So we take a loss, and in our progression, our second bet is also 10 cents. So it'll be 1 unit again. And our second dozen has not hit in 6 spins. So we're going to bet again. Looking for a number from 13 to 24.
The winning number is 27 red.
27 red is a 3A. Gives us a 7 on the dozens. Lost that one, so now we go to the third bet, which will be 20 cents, which goes to 2 units. Continuing on from there. Still looking for something 13 to 24. Oh, so close.
26 black.
All right, 26 black is a 3B. Got 3, 8, 1, 2. And that's a loss. Go to the fourth bet, which will be 30 cents or 3 units. Continuing on with the second dozen. Come on, 13 to 24.
The winning number is 7 red.
7 is a 1C. Up to 9 now. 9 misses on the second dozen. Okay, go to fourth bet. Fourth bet is, I'm sorry, fifth bet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're on the fifth bet now. That's what I thought. Fifth bet goes to 50 cents or 5 units. Like I said, deeper we go, the more we're going to make. So, you know, it's a double-edged sword. And we are sticking with the second dozen for 50 cents. Still looking for a 13 to 24.
The winning number is 9 red.
9 red is a 1A. And side note, when I'm playing the 10-cent version, I would have no qualms about increase if I did have a loss of coming back, at least raising it to 20 cents. Because we're talking such low amounts, you know. But anywho, that's just me. People can do what they want. Or nothing at all. Okay. So that B column has not hit 10 times in a row. So now we go to the sixth bet, which is 80 cents or 8 units. In case you're wondering how the Fibonacci bets go, you can look it up. You can reference the video I referenced and it'll explain how it works. But basically, you're taking the first 2, you start with your 10, then you repeat the next bet, and then you're taking the previous 2 bets, like 10 and 10 equals 20. Then you're taking the previous 2 bets, 20 and 10 equals 30. 30 and 20 equals 50, and so on and so on and so on. You just keep taking the last 2 bets, add them together, and that is your next bet. Okay, we are up to 80 cents now. Whoopsie. 50, 60, 70, 80 on that second dozen. Still looking for something from 13 to 24. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go.
19 red.
All right, 19 red is a 2C. Okay, it didn't happen this time, but a lot of times when you're doing one thing, like we got up to, 10 misses in a row, another column or something, another one might start racking up points or misses. So you might, instead of having to start, 6 after 5, the other one might be up to 7 or 8 already. So that's going to increase your chances of winning even more because you're starting later. So that's where you can even get the more higher probabilities. So I like when that happens. And if I do get a tie at 5 and 5, Sometimes I'll just let that one go to the next one and see if one breaks. I mean, chances are they could both be knocked out, but a lot of times it doesn't happen. You'll get 6 and a cancellation. But anyways, this other little tips and tricks I use to increase my probability odds. So we won that one, and our new balance is 232.40, so that means we won 4 units. So now we're looking at a 1333. So I will go back to quick spin. Let's get these.
The winning number is 24 black.
That's up to at least 5. Or misses, I should say, up to 5. Okay, 24. That is a 2A. 8 black is a 1B. Okay, that gives us a 5 on the third dozen. So we'll start our betting on the third dozen. 1 unit. Start over again after a win.
The winning number is 5 red.
Oops, I forgot to take it off the thingy. So 5 red is a 1B. So we repeat that bet on the third dozen. Looking for 25 to 36 this time.
The winning number
Hey,
is
right off the bat.
28 black.
28 black is a 3C. I think it'd be great if someone could make a spreadsheet for this. I'm not that smart at doing what would be needed to just enter one number and it would keep track of both columns for me. Then might have a chance to play at least online European Roulette live. But yeah, short of a spreadsheet, I know I won't be able to do it unless I just do columns or the dozens. I couldn't do both. I know that for sure. I'm just not that fast. And this time is just so short. Okay, so we won that one. New balance. 232.50, up 5 units. And we're going to go back to hunting more. Put it back on quick spin.
The winning number is 31 black.
31 is a 3C. No bets.
The winning number is 26 black.
26 is a what? What is it? 3B? Correct. Ooh, looky here. We have a 5 on the second dozen and a 5 on the A column. Just what I was talking about. We could skip and go for a 6 spin or a 6 loss. We run the risk of both of them getting hit or increasing our chances. What shall we do? This time, and it's mostly for video purposes, we're just going to go with the 5 dozen, because whenever I do have a choice between the dozen or the columns, I take the dozen, and that is simply because it's easy to see if you win or lose. So we're going to go right there, and see if we can get something between 13 and 24 here. 1 unit bet.
The winning number is 34 red.
34 is a 3C. That worked out actually pretty good. They're both at 6 now. So we will bet again. 1 unit on the second dozen. 13 to 24.
The winning number
Ooh.
is 11 black.
11 black is a 1B. Loss goes to 7. 7. They're both still running high. Forgot what I was going to say. Okay, so that takes us to the third bet. Is 2 units on B. Now I just remembered what I was going to say, and that's threw me off. A reason you could do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. As long as you can keep it straight, it doesn't matter what you call them. This one is obvious because it says 1, 2, and 3 already. So that's why I just go A, B, and C just to keep things separate. But anyways, we've had 7 misses on the second dozen. So now we're betting 2 units on the second dozen. 13 to 24. Come on. There we go. 19 red is a 2C. Oh, this worked out good.
Nice.
So 2 unit win. Balance is 230, 270. So that means we are now up 7 units. And we just got off that string. And because we keep track of both the dozens and the column is now at 8 on A. So we can start right in here. It's already lost 8 times in a row. So we're going to start here with a 1 unit bet on column A. So this is where I said the probabilities just get so minuscule now. It's ridiculous. And we win right off the bat. All right, there we go. It's 18 red. We don't really mark 8. I just put the number down. 18 is a 2A. And we get the win. 232.90. So we're up 9 units. Not bad. That is basically how I do it. You can do whatever as far as the levels you want to go. At least I do 11. It all depends on your table minimums and maximums. And, like I said, with the 10 cent, I could take this all the way up to 14 losses after 5 virtual losses. So, like I said, the chances of losing are very small, but they are still a chance. So, play responsibly, enjoy. This is what we've been working on. We'll see you back in the Facebook group. Until next time, for BaccaratNation Beyond, this is Craig, signing out.